probability is that you would be asked to take German courses when you arrive Austria, alright? So that is the information you need. I understand that the problem you may be facing may be financial problems in order to study abroad. So I have brought out this video, or I am filming this video so that I explain some things to you which are of good interest, alright, because I always make sure I put out this information here. Now, I will be taking you to a university in Austria. The name of the university is called FH JOANNEUM, alright. I will put it as you see it on the screen. That is how it is, and I will also link it in the video description box. Alright, understand that at this university you can study for small amounts of money. Like I always say in my videos, most schools in Austria will not charge you too much tuition fee. In fact, apart of Germany, Norway, and one school in Finland, and of course schools in Austria, there is no other cheap school that I know abroad. Alright, as a matter of fact, you are going to be paying 725 euros every semester at this university at FH JOANNEUM. Alright, am I pronouncing the name well? Yes, it is FH JOANNEUM. Alright, so the first semester you pay 725, the second semester you pay 725. So understand that as soon as you get admissions, alright, at this university, you are transferring the money 2 semesters tuition fee, which is 725 times 2, to the university before your spot will be confirmed. Alright, until then you are not going to apply for a student visa. So when you get the admissions letter or notification, you will transfer this money into this university's account. Alright, then your second letter will be printed and confirmation will be made for you to apply for the visa. Alright, so now I will be telling you some more details about the university, the programs. They have bachelor's programs, they have master's programs, and they have postgraduate programs, and of course doctorate programs as well. But there is something you need to understand in Austrian universities. Alright, as an international student, there are a lot of universities in Austria. So if you intend to study any program in Austria at the bachelor's level first, pay attention to the language. Most bachelor's degree programs in Austria are taught in the German language. Alright, so the difference is not that much, but most schools in Austria will teach only in the German language when it concerns the bachelor's programs. So if you have the German proficiency up to probably the level of the B2, alright, you can apply for schools in Austria. Alright, and FH JOANNEUM is one of the schools you can, probably is written in the Austrian language, but that is what I can see. Alright, the spelling doesn't really matter, but listen to what I'm saying. So now when you go to this university, like I said, most of the programs are open for admissions against October intake. Alright, some schools in Austria start in September, some start in October. So when you are clicking on any links, I will put the links to the bachelor's programs in the description box. I'll put the links to the postgraduate programs in the description box, and I'll put the links to the master's programs in the description box. Alright, when you click on any link, make sure you check the language of instructions. Like I said, you are going to be paying just 725 euros every semester. Alright, now for the programs, alright, the list of bachelor's programs, I am looking at my jotter here. Alright, the list of bachelor's programs at this university include those for e-health. They have programs like, for example, the first program you are going to have at this university is called Applied Computer Sciences. Alright, Applied Computer Sciences is taught in the Austrian language. Alright, not even the Austrian language. When you want to offer, let me say, the program Applied Computer Sciences, you are not going to be studying in English language. Alright, that is what I wanted to say, then I mix it up. So that is what you should understand. Alright, they also have other programs like they have bachelor's programs in applied computer science as well. Remember, the first one was for e-health. The second one now is for mobile software development. Alright, the third one, which is applied computer sciences, is for software design and cloud computing. Alright, so they have this in terms of in stages, let me put it that way. They also have another program called business informatics. Alright, and business informatics is a full-time program taught in Graz. Alright, and when you want to apply for business informatics, you will realize that it is taught in the German language. Again, pay attention to software development and cloud computing, because I always put these things here so that you understand. If you check well, you will see that the online application is going to start, it is already on and is going to close by 21st of March. That is for cloud computing, alright, for software design and cloud computing, and is a bachelor's program that is going to run for 6 semesters and equal 180 ECTS, alright. Then the language of instruction is the German language. You also have the names of the head of the degree program, alright, the names of the professors, alright, and you are going to be studying in the Institute of Technologies and Applications. Like I already said, the tuition fee is 725 euros every semester. So that is what you should know, alright, for that particular program called software design. Okay, now let's check software development, mobile software development, to see what is happening there. Admissions is already on for mobile software development, alright, and the application deadline is the 21st of March as well, alright. You will be studying this at the Kethenberg campus in Graz, and of course the language of instructions is German, and 180 ECCS will be obtained for 6 semesters. Alright, so that is what you should understand. And again, the tuition fee is just 725 euros. Alright, so these are some of the bachelor's degree programs at FH JOANNEUM. Alright, now moving to the master's program. Some of the master's programs you have a program like data science and artificial intelligence. Alright, now there is something you need to understand. Master's programs are less in terms of ECTS credit units, alright. So a program like data science and artificial intelligence is a master's program and it's 4 semesters, 120 ECTS, 725 euros for tuition fee, and of course the campus is in Graz, alright. So the application deadline is March 21st, alright. So that is what you should understand. Most schools in Austria are already open as of this moment. So if you intend to apply for programs like that, make sure you go immediately and start your application. Now I will take the other program, which is e-health, alright, masters in e-health. E-health is also 4 semesters. The campus is also in Graz, and the application deadline is 16th of August 2022, and the program is taught in the German language, alright. Like I said, most programs are taught in German. Then I want to also elaborate on something. Let's look at IT and mobile security. Alright, a program like IT and mobile security is taught in both German and English at this university, and is also equal to 120 ECTS credit units for 4 semesters, and the campus is in Kethenberg. The application deadline is 21st of March. So if you have the German proficiency or not, or if you have the IELTS score, apply for this program, alright. It is going to increase your chances, even if they don't accept that you can study just the German language, because like I said, it's in German and English. So the probability is that you would be asked to take German courses when you arrive in Austria, alright. So that is the information you need to understand. Now let's look at another program like IT architecture, alright, which is also a master's program. Now if you look at this one, you will see that the information on it is also showing that you are going to be studying in German and English, alright. So most especially, there are just few schools in Austria that will teach you in just English language, alright. And I have talked about so many of them, where I talked about the University of Vienna, the University of Innsbruck, alright, Technical University of Vienna, and I will be talking about more in the days to come, alright. So basically, most schools in Austria will teach in German, alright. That is to say, the language of instruction in most Austrian universities is the German language, alright. So I will link the remaining master's programs in the description box for you to verify, alright. So pay attention to that. Again, I want to talk about the section for research. Like I said, Austria has a lot of research laboratories. So what you need to know is, when you identify a university, first of all, identification of your university is key. Alright, when you identify the university you want to apply to, how do you identify the university? Take the language of instruction. First thing first, the language of instruction. Secondly, check the requirements, because there are some universities that will tell you to bring extra requirements, because normally the language of instruction is important, but the main requirements to apply for the program is what is key. Alright, now for the requirements to study in Austria are not that broad. They are not that broad. Alright, what you basically need to do is just your high school certificates or your qualification. Then if you are applying for masters, what you need is your high school certificate or qualifications, and alongside your bachelor's degree qualifications or transcript or diplomas. Alright, then you add your IELTS score, which is your International English Language Testing System, alright, or the TOEFL, or your German score. Alright, remember, you will be needing any of this language, or let me say some of this language, in your bachelor's program or your master's program. So it is very important. When you identify that, take note into consideration if the university is charging an application fee. Alright, like there is a school in Vienna which charges 50 euros. Others will not charge an application fee. And lastly, look at the tuition fee. There are some schools in Austria that are expensive than others, but 95% of schools in Austria, the tuition fee is not up to 1,000 euros. Alright, so that is what you should understand. FH JOANNEUM University also have a postgraduate master's course. Alright, probably 1 or 2 or 3 or more. Alright, so that is what you should know. Now, immediately you've gotten the visa, the admissions, you need to pay the tuition fee. Like I said, you have to pay the tuition fee before you can move to Austria and start studies. Alright, but there is something again you need to understand in this university. There is also the availability of courses, let me say language courses, to study per semester. Let's assume that you are studying a program called software engineering and you want to take extra courses out of your field of studies or out of your section of studies. You can go to the department and tell them you want to take extra courses. Alright, like I said, it is advantage you or language courses. You can decide to study another language that is taught at this particular institution. It all depends on you. Alright, so that is what you should do. Now, when you have gotten your admissions letter, what you need now to do is to apply for the visa. But remember, I said you can't apply for the visa if you have not paid the 2 semesters tuition fee FH JOANNEUM University is asking you, or FH JOANNEUM. That is the name in Austria. Alright, so you pay the tuition fee for 2 semesters, then they will issue a document for you to show the embassy. But remember, during the application stage, take note again about the legalization or authentication. There must be a legalization or authentication either before you apply or after the application has been conducted. Alright, pay attention to this. It is very important because a lot of students do not know some of these things. Now, when you get all the documents intact, you look for your proof of funds. You then go to the embassy to apply for your visa. Only at the level of the embassy before you will know if your residence permit will be granted or not. Alright, like I said, Austria is very cheap. Alright, but places like Vienna are somehow expensive. The education system is very good. Their transportation system is accessible and very good. Alright, job availability in Austria is highly advanced. You can always work. Alright, then again, looking at the health insurance or healthcare sector, very advanced and highly industrialized as well, or let me say highly okay. Alright, now if you look at their education and the healthcare, the transportation, the security in Austria, you will know that this is a country where you can move to. Alright, just do a little more research, consider your stance, look at your program. Alright, you can always move to Austria. There are bachelor's programs in English, there are master's programs in English, there are bachelor's programs in the German, and there are master's programs in German. Alright, if you move to Austria, you will not regret this. Alright, and degrees from Austria are highly recognized around Europe. I hope this video will help you. Alright, like I said, I'll be putting links in the description box. So if you are looking to study software engineering, computer engineering, artificial intelligence in German language, this is a school you should consider. And remember, I said there are some other programs that are taught in English language. Until we meet again in another one.